Well, alrighty. I guess it's just me then in here for the time being with the lovely chat. Again, if you guys do have questions, please feel free to ask. I'll try and answer to the best of my abilities. I'm not too familiar, of course, with the tournament or exactly where the brackets up on, so I may not be able to answer. Are starting the map? Well, alrighty then. If that is the case, this should be interesting, I believe. So if I am the only one talking, then I guess we're starting off with whoever we're watching right now. I'm not sure what the person's name is, but again, right, they're heading over to ringside. Now, again, right, if you're looking at the mini-map, pay attention, right, to where the spread is, right? Where are they looking? Again, notice how the person to the side, right, he kind of overextended his positioning because he did take a few shots as far as after he put a few shots out. Of course, you then have to realize, okay, well, my red dot is not shown on the mini-map. They probably know where I am. Not the best idea to kind of in that stalker format, right? I'm sure your guys' girlfriends wouldn't like that too much, or especially if you like to be that you're wrong every day. I know that's how we do it. Again, now I think we're looking at the green team. I feel like I'm just going to stay on whoever I am on with, and that's again, like, this is now we're kind of seeing the domino effect kind of going in one by one. It doesn't seem like anyone really has a clear control. And again, like, they're allowing, like, I don't know why this guy here has not already been shot coming through columns. That, again, is a primary choke point you have to be watching. And again, they're not watching that. Of course, Hardpoint now has switched over to the kitchen. And now it looks like they're about to attentively try and have a setup here for Team Conduct. Now they need to make sure that they're not going to get flagged because we just saw Red Dot back there from grass. And a guy coming out playing a try. Jeez, almighty, picking up that triple kill. Thank you so much for the death. Which means, a bunch of headshots. That's okay. I know, inside joke. I try hard. So now again, right, pay attention to the spread. It comes out here and look through base window, right, ends up seeing a player. But the issue is that you have Team Conduct who is spawning on the third side, T1 side of the map, and their opponents are most likely somewhere like the jungle or the grass spawns back there. Of course, we have about 20 seconds left as you start seeing the transitions come down. Now, again, not watching the choke point. He had no idea if there would have been someone in garage because that guy actually came through fitness, and that's something he ran through ring. So, again, kind of unfortunate that we didn't actually end up seeing him go and watch that choke point. Again, have to make sure you watch that and then spread out a little bit. Notice how you have 3 players all inside the hard point. The issue with that is that you allow your opponents to get close enough to you to where they contest the hill. A prime example right there, right? They just lost a second of hardpoint time that they could have actually made just because they weren't actually setting up and watching choke points right outside of where the hardpoint zone is. And again, same thing happens right now, right? You got the guy camping at fan. Opponent comes around the corner, gets the easy cleanup because that guy's standing still in a very limited area, right? He can't really move around too much, and now the hill's getting contested again. So, just unfortunate.
Hardpoint lockdown.
Someone's actually in COD customer and they need to get out of it because they're not exactly in this. Mark Swell picks up a nice 2-piece, and they really do need to take out a COD custom because it is lagging the stream. I'm not sure who it is, but anyway, it looks like Conduct is starting to take advantage of this game. It's EU versus NA, which I'm really confused about. I tried to do them and ask them, they're not contacting me.
Hardpoint identified.
Anyway, we're going to carry on as normal. Mark Swell on a 4-kill streak, make it out for lightning strike and then Rectify takes out Mark Swell. And we're going to stay on Conduct team. Hardpoint going to pick up. No, he's not. Rectify actually taking him out. But it is going to be Conduct just under 10 points losing to this game.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike inbound.
I've been at this game because I was getting told by admins I was in the wrong game. What actually happened while I was away?
Oh, well, so far, I guess not too much as far as the game specifically. Obviously, it's pretty even right now as it looks like the team is catching up and now overtaken that lead. But outside of that, we have just seen a little bit of an organization, not really too much as far as holding the setup, but now it actually looks a little bit better. Like they're actually, again, if you look at the mini-map, right, you can actually see that the opponents were actually extending, or maybe they were just doing that to transition for the next hard point and not actually focusing on trying to spread out and keep a little bit out of the hard point. And now again, in this situation, right, you got the hard point spawning mid, And then, of course, you're always going to want to set up for the second one. But the thing is they actually need to try and set up like some kind of a half map control. You're not seeing like no one's on poolside right now. You got one guy on ringside. You don't really have vision on kitchen. He gets flanked from poolside because he comes up from cut. As I just said a second ago, no one's watching that. So again, it just seems like we're kind of seeing a lot more of the running and gunning.
Hardpoint contested.
I agree with you. And we are going to go on board with Rectify if we can. He's just in this hardpoint. He does have a Hellstorm missile, and he's only 1 kill away from this lightning strike, which will come in handy in the next hardpoint, which is at range.
Hardpoint contested.
Someone who was right behind him. I'm not sure who that was, but Pulse on a 2 kill streak. He's going to now be in the hardpoint. Lucky just before.
Hardpoint contested.
Now rectified, and
hardpoint identified.
I believe that was the complete wrong move to do. Rectified using his streak to get one guy in mid rotation.
Hardpoint contested.
Sure, it might have been easy for not to do that. But if you have a look at the leaderboard,
hardpoint contested.
Page 17-14, Maxwell 22-12, going for that nice kill. But it is going to be going 22-13, Maxwell. And the N18
friendly Hellstorm missile inbound.
Rectified missile scuffle 20-10. And we're going to go back to this game, and
hardpoint is out.
I believe it's going to be Obsessive who are nearly going to break the There you go. It's now a much even game, as both of the teams will not be confirmed in the 100-point club, which they would dread to be in, as Mercy Violence picks up a nice 2-piece inside the next hardpoint, which is going to be an inside kitchen. And to be honest, shotguns, I believe, are banned in this tournament, because we are running EU rules, and so we are going to be running Scorpions, I believe, and MSMCs inside this middle hardpoint. But this is really a close quarter battle. There are 3 entry points, 1 money, 1 back, and 1 punt. And we've taken the lead. You need players set out. We need 1 watching money, 1 watching behind, 1 watching front. And I do believe this Team Obsessive have a great setup. I don't know if you've looked at that.
Be advised, your equipment has been destroyed.
One guy's watching back.
Hardpoint contested.
There's no other way you can set up, really.
Yeah, again, right, I mean, that would be...
We've taken the advantage.
Not too far away.
Hardpoint contested.
You still have to always worry about their opponents contesting, because of the fact that you're not pressuring or you're not trying to set up outside of the hard point, right? It's very easy, as we just saw, right? One of their opponents that front door through mid the kitchen and contested for at least 2 seconds by the time he got a kill, and then
hardpoint identified. Hardpoint contested.
And he gets to go back to that front. It'd be better to try and set up outside of it. For example, right now it's at garage.
You skip in.
Hardpoint lockdown.
So I do believe it's connection issue. I'll be here. I'm skipping across.
Hardpoint contested.
No, it's okay. Please, yes, if moments like that occur, you're more than welcome. But I was just going to say this. When it comes to the garage hardpoint, what you have to realize is that you want to try and watch the choke point. You want to try and watch the mid-map choke point.
Hardpoint identified.
You can watch the middle of ring. You can go around left side or right side of ring, and that allows for you to stop from them going to ramp or...
Hardpoint contested.
Like to do, because you really only need 1 person at the hard point, and if you're putting pressure...
Hellstorm missile inbound. Lightning strike coordinates received inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hellstorm missile inbound. We've lost control. We're losing this fight. Hardpoint lockdown. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint is ours.
Hardpoint is out. Time's almost up. Hardpoint contested.
There's still hope.
Oh, Betsy.
Solid execution. Good job.
It was so close. I was about to blow my shiitake. Another second.
Open